Hey everybody, and welcome back to the board meeting. Today we're doing something I haven't really done ever before, and today we are going to go through my daily grind of playing solo games. I don't work till 2:30 today, so I got up pretty early and went and got myself a coffee, showered up, and I want to play some solo games. So I thought, hey, I'll record myself doing that. So what I'm going to do is play a few solitaire games and record them from overhead, and maybe I'll throw some commentary over them about how that particular game went and how I kind of feel about that game. And I've reviewed a few of these games already on this channel, so a lot of you know how I feel. But it'll be interesting to see the game play out, I guess. But it'll be fast forwarded quite a bit, so it's only a couple minutes for you guys, where it might take me an hour to play them. I got a few games. I don't know how many games we'll get to today. And if you guys enjoy this, maybe I'll continue doing this later on and do some more episodes of this. But the first game we are going to play solo is Dinosaur Island, Rawr and Right. Let's get to the table and let's play. Dinosaur Island Rawr and Right has really been sticking out in my mind lately for a role in the roll and write genre. This is, I think, the seventh time playing it, so I'm pretty experienced in this game. I usually don't play a game back to back to back to back like this. I mean, I've played it 3 times in the last 4 days. That doesn't happen too often for me. I kind of play a game, move on, come back to it, play a new game, come back to it. But yeah, it's really been sticking out for me, and I think a reason why is because each game feels different. In this game, in this particular game, I feel like my specialists really worked well together. Um, Getting the senior scientist is one of the best specialists I think you can get. She allows you to make up to 4 dinosaurs on every like tour that you're giving, the tour phase or whatever it's called. And so you don't have to waste an action dice going to the make 4 dinosaurs on the regular board ever. You can concentrate on other things because you know you're going to be able to make dinosaurs on that turn. And I think she's one of the best specialists to get. So I was really excited when I got her because you put these out randomly. And then I got the DNA mixologist, which was a new one for me as well, or for me. And their ability is you get to just add 1 free dinosaur to a padlock in your park, which is an awesome ability. So you're gonna make 4 dinosaurs with the senior scientist lady, and then you're going to get just a free dinosaur. So I was getting 5 dinosaurs right there. And then I didn't really have to worry about security with my rent-a-cop because I get a security every phase for per all of my other hired specialists. And so it really worked well together. I didn't have to worry about going and getting dinosaurs, and I didn't have to worry about my security. My park was very secure. Yeah, I made a park. No one died in this game. So eat your heart out, Steven Spielberg. This is how you run a dinosaur park, you know. But this game worked out really well, and I hired all of my specialists. I built 2 of my buildings in the end, and I ended up with a pretty decent score. I This is the highest score I've gotten. Like I said, I've played it like 6, 7, 8 times, whatever, and my scores have been pretty close. Usually I end up with, like around 115, something like that. I think my high game before this was like 125. This game I happened to get 142, and I looked it up, because this is not a beat the AI, it's kind of a beat your high score. So then they give you a little thing on the back where it says how well you did. And if you get over 130, you get the Lifetime Achievement Award, which is the highest award in this game. So yes, it's by far my best game of this. I even filled up the entire excitement track, which I've never done. I actually had to look in the rule book, how do I get score if I get more excitement track than is on there, and you just get one per more. And I got four more than the available tracks. So it was a very good game, and I think it was just that my specialists worked well together in the end. So yeah, good successful game. Let's head on to the next game. So, next game on the list for today is Regicide, a cool little card game that just comes in a tiny little box. Let's just jump right down to the table. Fun little game. Let's play. Regicide is such an interesting game to me. I want to always compare it to Fantasy Realms. Not that they're anything like each other, but it's impressive what they have done with a small pack of cards. And this Regicide literally is just a pack of cards. It's a deck of cards, your regular typical deck of cards. Where Fantasy Realms isn't, but I think they only have 52 cards or something close to that in that deck. And they both offer these really interesting choices at all times. And this game is hard. And, last Dinosaur Island, it went pretty well for me, about as well as it could have. This game was not going that way for me. Uh, I wasn't getting the cards that I needed. And the big thing in this game is you're going to go through the royalty. You're trying to kill the jacks, then the queens, then the kings. You want to kill them exactly with their exact health, though. Because if you kill them with the exact health, it goes into your deck, and they become very powerful allies for you to utilize. And this game wasn't working for me. I was overkilling them, so they weren't going into my deck to help me later on. And you really need them if you want to succeed in this game. And it's already hard enough of a game if you don't have the royalty in your deck to assist you. And this game, it wasn't going good. I had to use my jokers up, which basically resets your hand. I used both my jokers up pretty quick, even before I got to the kings, which the kings are just so powerful and overwhelming. They overwhelm your hand very quickly. And the last couple hands I was drawing pretty badly. I needed the certain cards, and whatever the suit is of the royalty, you can't use that suit's special ability. And when that Diamond King came up at the end there, and I couldn't get any new cards into my hand until I killed that king, I just ran out of cards and ran out of options. So it was short-lived, and I lost. It was not even close. But I've played this game, I think it's probably a dozen or 2 dozen times now, and I've won once. So I can't complain much. I still enjoy it very, very much. And it's a fun puzzle to try and solve each and every time. And if you're a solo gamer, this is one I would highly recommend for you to try out at least. The next game is Noctiluca, and this is a fun little game by Shem Phillips. And I really enjoy this game, but I realized I haven't played this game Solitaire for probably a year and a half, close to 2 years now. So I figured, hey, I'll break it out. I might have to reread the solo rules quick, but let's get to the table and let's play. Noctiluca is this fun little thinky abstract game where you have to look for your opportunity. You have to look for those right combination of gathering your right dice, because you are going to put a pawn on one slot, and you're going to pick a direction, and you're going to pick a number, and you get to take all the numbers of those dice in that direction, no matter what color they are, and you're trying to put them on your jar cards and filling out these jar cards. And I reread the solo rules for this because it's been a while, like I said, since I've played the Solitaire game. But this is a fun one. I remember I enjoyed the Solitaire mode extensively, actually. And so I read that quick, and we jumped right into it. And this one was going... I wasn't sure how I was doing. I knew there was a couple times where I picked some dice and it wasn't the best moves. But unless you're going to sit there and look at that board and really try and pick out the best possible dice for you, this game is going to take a lot longer if you do that. This is a very game that's prone to analysis paralysis, I say. So you want to play it with people that that aren't going to just completely optimize it every single turn, or else it's going to be a long game. So I tried to go a little bit faster because I didn't want to be here for 2 hours. But some moves were good, some moves were bad. I thought I was doing good until the AI was going and taking sections of dice every single turn they do, and every turn they complete a jar card basically, and they'll get the tokens for it. So it's unrelenting, that solo mode. You have to be on your game for this one if you want to beat it. And I thought I was doing okay, and then in the second round, the AI took a spot that I really needed. Actually, I took a jar card specifically for that spot because it had a bunch of orange dice on it. So I took a jar card that had all these orange dice that needed it, and I was like, okay, I can get a lot of orange dice, and I can basically complete a card in one turn, and it's going to be worth quite a bit of points. The AI took those dice and kind of ruined the game. At that moment I was like, okay, I'm probably not going to win it, but I wasn't quite sure. And then when I added up the points at the end, it turned out, yep, the AI beat me by, I think I had like, I can't remember the score now. It was like 40. I had like 40 and they had like 45 or something like that. So it wasn't a complete blowout, but they got me, and I pretty much attribute it to that one move where they took all my orange dice that I needed for sure. But yeah, that is a fun game though. I love Noctiluca. It's one that I think a lot of people need to check out if you haven't. And that was the end of the third game. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get 3 or 4 games in today, but it's close to my working time. So I figure I might as well stop. And if you guys did enjoy this video, let me know, and maybe I'll make more of these type videos where you just watch me play some solo games very quickly, and I'll give my thoughts on it during the game. But either way, if you did like this video, make sure to like and subscribe to see more weekly content from me, Shane, at the board meeting in the future. It's time for work. Hope you all have an amazing day. Take care, everyone.